you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Christmas time is here.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah!
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning. It is a thirsty Thursday morning. Greetings. I hope you guys have had a great week. I've had one heck of a crazy week. But one of the things I have been absolutely blown away with over the last couple of days has been the shock and awe of something being horrible. Joker Voice with $10 super chat says, so I just finished the OG Willow. If you thought KK was done destroying beloved IPs under the Lucasfilm banner, you would be wrong. It's not just KK. Joker. Utterly destroying a story of classic heroism. Ugh. Hashtag keep talking. So here's the deal. I saw this with Andor, and I'm seeing this now again with Willow. What did anyone expect? Honestly, what did anyone expect? It's Lucasfilm. It's freaking Lucasfilm. What did you expect? Thank you so very much for the $10 super chat, Joker's Voice. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this one is just for you, brother. Hashtag keep talking and score.
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. Psychodor 9, $2 super chat says 29. 29. Good morning, Psychodorp 9. Krampus Jeebus, the $2 super chat says, Fenta, Fenta, Fenta. You want a Fenta? We can get you a Fenta. And Larry, with $1 super sticker, stars, dollar super chat. Thank you so much, Larry, Krampus Jeebus, and Psychodorp 9. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you guys. We'll get you going with the Spartans this morning. Score!
Spartans! What is your profession?
So I'm scrolling through my feed yesterday, and I see, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I spent 15 minutes watching the new Willow, and I just couldn't believe it. It was just it's a sacrilege. It's horrible. It spits in the face of and I'm like, what the fuck did you expect? It's Lucasfilm. It's Lucasfilm under Disney. What did you expect? What did you expect it to be? Fucking Shakespeare? Did you expect to see Mad Mardigan reigning over an entire kingdom as king? And what did you expect? It is Lucasfilm. Immediately, you're going to get hit with the ideology and the forced agenda and the way they are doing things.
I can't believe that Bob Iger came back to Disney and he said that all of this woke garbage is here to stay.
Ha 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 ha! Really? You can't believe that.
I can't believe that Bob Iger would return to Disney and make such a statement that this things will continue as is. I'm just mortified.
What fucking planet have you been living on? Where have you been? Where have you been? What planet have you been on? This is not going to change. They are not going to change. Things will keep going the way they have been going. Disney is the last company that is going to change and improve. And believe me, they don't look at it like improving.
Excuse me, we're not going back to the draconian way of things. We're not going back to the way things were. We're not going back. We're doing diversity and inclusion. Disney was built on the 7 pillars of the horned rat. I mean, diversity and inclusion.
Nothing is going to change until this company is almost bankrupt. And then they might do a last gasp of, we want to try and get your business back. And it's not going to work then. It's just not. This is the way things are. This is the way Andor is.
Oh, but it wasn't bad.
But it wasn't good either, was it?
Well, it was really boring. There was a lot of boring episodes, but it wasn't bad, Loki.
Really? What's your definition of bad? What's your definition of bad? Because I guarantee you it's changed over the last couple of years. Your definition of bad now includes all this horse shit they've been doing. It incorporates all this bullshit. Instead of it just being a bad movie, now all of this is bad. And as long as it doesn't check these certain boxes, it's now like it slides by.
Well, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It gets points for that.
No, it needs to get points for being good. It needs to get points for being good. It needs to get points for surpassing the bar, going above and beyond.
But I just don't want this and this in my movie.
So it can be a flaming pile of bullshit. as long as it doesn't have this and this in it. It could be a show that's horrible. You know what I'm waiting for? I am waiting for when the second season of Rings of Power comes out and people are like, I can't believe that this show doubled down on bad. What do you expect? What do you expect? Motherfucker, after watching that first season, what did you expect? I've already been through this with other shows. Look at Picard. I didn't quite expect the second season to be such shit. Really? Really? Well, the first season wasn't that bad. A Borg cube got ate by a fucking flower in space. It doesn't get worse than that. But the organic rose that ate the Borg. Oh, shut the fuck up. No. No, 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 no. N-O, N-O, no, 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 no. Don't give me that shit. I didn't expect it to. No, we all knew where it was going. We all knew what was going to happen. We knew. We knew after Discovery. Do you know why we knew? Because as soon as we said anything, excuse me, ma'am, you're holding the phaser backwards. You're just an Istanobity Yahtzee commenting like that. Excuse me? That's right. You heard us. I'm a what? You're an Istanobity Yahtzee for commenting about how she has her phaser. How dare you? How dare you say anything negative to the High Queen of Star Trek? Oh, give me a fucking break. You're just an Istano. You're just saying that because she's black. Oh my God. Well, Loki, I can't believe that this is the way of things now. Where the fuck have you been? Where have you been? I can't believe they did Willow that dirty. It's Lucasfilm. It's Lucasfilm. What did you expect? I can't believe that Andor is so boring. It's Lucasfilm. It's Lucasfilm. What did you expect? It's the wokest shit on earth right now at Disney. This is what you get. I can't believe that a Disney movie did so horribly at the box office. It's Lucasfilm, or it's Disney. What did you expect? Kennedy Film, Lucasfilm, Disney, Star Wars. It's all under the same banner. It's all under the same banner. They're up their own ass with this shit. They're up their own ass with all of this. Good morning, Jester's Dark Empress. Good morning, everybody coming in. Brandon, the anime guy. This is where we're at. This is what we're dealing with. Why should I be surprised that something has done this? Especially something like Rings of Power that's going into a second season where the first season was absolute shit. Do not act surprised like you didn't see this coming. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I was so excited for the second season of Rings of Power, but after the first one was such shit. Those producers promised me that they would study the lore and they would be loreful and that it would be a good season. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Burnt toast? It's possible. Considering what I've got to deal with this morning. I have no idea, Dean. I have absolutely no idea. All I know is that this is what these people are doing, and the most disingenuous shit I've seen is absolute surprise at the fact that this is trash. But Loki, shouldn't you give something the proper, you know what? If it's coming out of Disney and it's coming out of Lucasfilm, no. I highly doubt it's going to be serviceable. But Andor, half of Andor was boring trash. I couldn't even get past the first episode because it was just boring. Boring. Oh my God, you've got to watch the last episode. They ended it, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't. Do you know why? Because they can't keep me interested. I've got to get through boring crap before I ever get to this. But the story's really about a female Twilight that's in love with her female blah, blah, blah. I don't care. But Loki, don't you like lesbians? Oh my God. Really? Really, I don't care. Disney gets nothing from me. There you go. They're not getting anything. They're not going to get anything from me. So why are we talking about Willow this morning? Because I cannot believe I have seen people surprised that this is trash. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming like a half a year ago when Disney came out and said, oh my God, we're going to have this and we're going to have that. And it's going to be diversity and inclusion. We're just going to have gasms of diversity and inclusion at Disney. They're just gasming with diversity and inclusion at Disney. How many times can you say it? Diversity and inclusion, diversity and inclusion, diversity and inclusion, diversity and inclusion, diversity and inclusion. We live by the motto of diversity and inclusion. Dean Krantz says the follow-on books to Willow were very dark. Laura Dannon was on the run because Mardigan and his lover were killed. There was no time for love affairs because she was trying to survive. The scissoring hens of the Twi'leks. Yes. Shellback TJC. Absolutely. Broken blah, blah, blah. Broken blah. Galadorn says Mickey Mayo is cultural subversion for cultural revolution. I knew my namesake would get the clown treatment soon as they announced. What are this? You know where this is going. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. You know where this is going. But Loki, I've just got to get my hopes up because it could be good. Oh, really? Really? You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. When you're in a relationship and your partner, your lover continually mistreats you, continually says nasty shit, treats you wrong, does you wrong. How many times are you going to tell yourself, but it could be different this time? It could be different this time. Okay. Whatever. Because that's what I'm going to get to. Whatever. I've been there. I've bought that. I bought the t-shirt. I'm not, you know what? When Luke Skywalker came back, I was like, oh my God, they're getting their shit straight. They're getting their shit straight. Things are going to change. They've been slapped in the face. They're going to realize what they've screwed up, and they didn't, because they don't care about you. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a crap about what you want. All they care about is their own little projects. All they care about is putting this information out and acting like we're educating the world. Go and look at what Iger's little meeting the other day, where he talks about educating the world and doing what Disney does best. Getting that information out there, teaching people what's right and wrong. Disney, ladies and gentlemen, teaches you what's right and wrong now. Disney teaches you what is right and wrong. And I am high on Tylenol, Pops. I've already got the Tylenol. It's called Goodies. Extra strength. Goodies extra strength. They didn't have any in orange yesterday, so I got the regular extra strength. This is what they do. This is their job. Their job is to teach you what's right and wrong now, and what's acceptable, what is culturally acceptable, and how wrong you are. You're supposed to see how wrong you are for not following in lockstep and being a fucking lemming. Do you want to know why the streaming services are having problems? Because they're all fucking lemmings that all follow the exact same advice. And now you've got companies that are going to go out of business because they can't afford what they've done. And they can't afford to continue to make the stupid shit that nobody likes. All they've done is latch onto a name and try to use that name to get your attention. That's it. And they're going to go out of business because of it. Look at Paramount. Look at Halo. Look at the dumpster fire that CBS Plus and Paramount Plus has been. It's a fucking dumpster fire. But my God, they've taught you diversity and inclusion. They've taught you Star Trek can be the absolute shittiest IP ever created. Instead of raising these up and making absolute badass stuff, they've shit all over it, and they don't care. They don't care. You have people in charge that do not care about what you want and what you want to see. So don't be surprised when they take something you love and you care about and they shit all over it for their own gains. These people do not care about George Lucas. They do not care about J.R.R. Tolkien. In fact, it is culturally acceptable for them right now to hate on them behind the scenes and shit all over their work and disrespect those IPs. These people are getting off on this. They're getting off on your tears. That's what they want. That's the entire point. Oh my God, look at them freak out that we've destroyed another thing they love. That's what they're getting paid to do.
Oh, but we would never intentionally ruin a
That's what they're doing anyway. These people have to bring it to today's current audience. And what they think today's current audience wants is the complete dissemblement of the good entertainment that we have loved into this diversity and inclusion shit. Oh my God, Willow needs to be about these two girls that secretly love each other and wanna go hide away in a bungalow somewhere and get off. That's what we need to make the entire series about. Is about these two girls that secretly love each other and want to go hide away and get off. It's all crap. Daryl the Derelict with $5 super chat. These past few years of bad entertainment reminds me when OC Pre reprogrammed Murphy with all that crap in RoboCop 2. Thank you for not smoking. Yes, a rolling stone is worth two in the bush. Do not hurt someone's feelings. Feelings are important. Yes. Yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens when you have these fucking Karens running the show. Scissoring hens running the show. This is what happens. Larry with $2 shoot chat. Mickey's a rat in mouse clothing. We are past CNTO. Arlena's gesture of sin says, but the modern audience that they claim to love so much doesn't spend any money. So it's stupid from a business sense. I've said this the exact same thing, Arlena, for gesture. I've said the exact same thing for years. It does to them because they're destroying something you guys love. And thank you, Daryl the Derelict and Larry for your super chats. You guys keep the fires burning bright here at Valhalla. And this one is just for you guys. Skull and long live the fighters.
Long live the fighters!
Dig Outlaw says a big part of their motivation is in a link that I DM'd you, Loki. It's from a former Disney kid. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Oh, Chris Persia sent a photo too. Fans of Willow, I'm going nuts. Fans of First Time, Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Marvel, DC, Quantum Leap, Lord of the Rings, Wheel of Time, Halo, Buffy, Charmed, Sabrina, etc., etc., etc. Absolutely, Chris Persia. So, X-Star, China McClain exposes Satanism in Hollywood. Okay, let's listen to this. A pattern in what is being represented. Full-on visuals of Satan. Demons. Oh, that's those bloody sneakers. Oh, yeah. Okay, so something she said there at the end. Entertainment industry. It's about influence. Thank you, Adega, for sending that. Thank you so very much, brother. It's about influence. They want you to treat them like they're gods. They're the only ones that you need to be worshiping. You need to buy their products. You need to consume what they tell you to. You need to buy their clothes. You only need to dress the way they tell you. You only need to say things that they tell you. You only need to look at things like they tell you to look at them. Everything else is off the table. Everything else is bad. You will be exorcised from their club if you don't do and you don't say exactly what they want you to do and say. Dagan and I read a story, and I've read it twice. I've read it once each year. Me and him have been doing the 7 Kinds of Mischief on Thursdays about a gentleman that wanted to get into Hollywood, and he got his chance. He got his chance. He got to be the person that people wanted. He got to be the rich guy. He got to be the Hollywood guy. And the things he had to do to hold on to that, the things he had to sacrifice, his soul. Oh, but Loki, you don't have to, really, you don't. Do you know what these people do? Do you know what these people regurgitate? Do you know how sick some of these people are? It's not everybody in the industry. There's some fine people that work in the industry. I even know some of them. But the majority of the people at the top have some wacky ass fucking ideas. And if you don't follow in line like a little lemming and do everything they tell you to do, well, there's a problem. Problem with worshiping false gods, they will fall, and everybody else will squirrel into the dark like cockroaches that they are. Cough, cough, Weinstein, cough, cough. Harvey Weinstein, the god, the people that worshipped him like a god, where are they? Has Meryl Streep said anything about worshiping him like a god? God Almighty, Harvey Weinstein? Has she said anything about that? They all knew. Oprah knew. They all knew what he was doing.
Oh, but it was a complete shock.
Not according to everyone that knew what he was doing and what he had been doing. And you still acted like he was just the best, greatest guy. Oh my God, he's just the greatest guy. He got me the lead in this movie after he blew his load on my $5,000 chiffon evening wear. Sure. Showback TJC with a $5 shoot chat. I always expect the worst these days, but I don't expect the worst and get mad. I might punch an old woman in the face. Skull!
God, I want to punch an old woman in the face.
Yes. Damn straight. Shellback TJC. So what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Andrew 46 and 2. Sometimes I think we're just too old to like new things. Then I look at these new things and no, they will not last. No, they won't. Because this is exactly what's going to happen. In the next decade, in the next at least 10 years, all of this will get wrapped around something else. Well, what do you mean, Loki? I mean, all their attention will be focused on something else. They will have a new drive. They will have a new ambition. How do you know that? Because they've done it before. Do you remember when all the Hollywood stars, all of the Steven Seagal and Roseanne Barr and all these people were wearing authentic Indian wear? They were wearing the beads and the brown leather jackets and all this stuff. The reason why they did that is because Hollywood got this hard on for American Indians and what they could do for American Indians and bringing light to the travesty of what happened to the American Indian nations. So all of them started wearing authentic Indian wear. All of them. Go back into the late 80s, 90s. Go back to when Dances with Wolves come out. You'll all see them wearing all this shit. All of them at some point wore this garbage and acted like they were just right there in the middle of all of it, fighting for the rights of these people. And then what happened? It all disappeared. It all went away, and they started focusing on something else. And that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen here. That's exactly what they're going to go, where they're going to go, what they're going to do. That's exactly where Alyssa Milano will go. It'll all get regurgitated into something else. Machini draws with a $10 super chat. Just remember, Alyssa Milano said nothing when Rose McGowan was speaking up about Harvey Weinstein. Honestly, calling these people hypocrites doesn't feel like it's doing enough sometimes. They don't care. They don't care unless it's getting them brownie points, unless it's getting them a job, unless it's getting them parts, unless it's getting them something. These people do not give a shit. They don't care. They do not care. To them, all of this is like a new swimwear for this summer season. That's all it is. They're all right here. They're all fad followers. Everyone knew about Weinstein and Epstein. I learned about Epstein Island from alternative news site fact checkers would call fake. And that was 5 years before he finally got arrested. Everybody knew because he'd been arrested for it before. He'd been arrested for it in Florida. He just got off on it. And everybody tried to keep it quiet. Everybody tried to keep it quiet. Crispus says Rose McGowan has been 100% consistent. I initially thought she was just some man-hating feminist, but as time went on, she has been fully vindicated. And Snowdub with $2 super chat says Skull and Tuck and Roll. What is up, Snowdub Live? Guys, if you're not subscribed to Snowdub, head over there. Make sure you're subscribed now. Ring that bell. Same with Arwen Avalon and all the wonderful people, Machini, all the wonderful people here that work their butt off, streaming, putting up videos. Guys, make sure you're subscribed and that bell rung. It's whatever is the latest fashion. It's a trend with these people. Absolutely. And thank you so much, Snowdub Live, for your $2 Skull and Tuck and Roll, and Machini Drops for your $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning here in Valhalla. And this one is just for you, gentlemen. Skull and Tuck and Roll. Wanna Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta, Mexican Iron Man wants a Fanta, Fanta, wanna Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta, Mexican Iron Man wants a Fanta, Fanta, Fanta. Good morning, everybody. I'm saying good morning, Twinkie. Oh, yeah, because Arwen's here. Morning, Twinsy. Y'all crack me up. Absolutely. Y'all crack me up. Guys, if you aren't subscribed to Daryl the Derelict and Arwen Avalon and Machini Draws and Snowdub Live, Punk Waddle, get your butts over there and subscribe. Ring that bell. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Some wonderful people here in chat this morning. Thank you guys so very much for being here. As I just take up the morning rant for the next 20 more minutes because I can't unsee this. I can't unsee it. I was getting pissy yesterday about it. I was just like, Jesus Christ, really? You guys didn't see this coming? You didn't see it coming? Don't tell me you didn't see it coming. Don't tell me that you didn't see Willow being a giant dumpster fire for what it was compared to what it was. Come on. Don't act surprised.
But Loki, I'm just so
no. Were you surprised at the second season of Picard? Were you surprised about the third season of Picard? Are you going to be surprised at the new season of Picard?
But they got Worf back.
Okay. Robert Brian Burnett says it's going to be great. Okay. And you're all going to be sorry. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it. Why am I going to get hyped up? Answer me that. What have they done? What have they done? What have they done to deserve you getting all hyped up and excited? She's a Hollywood kid. She's a Hollywood kid. She's a Hollywood kid, and I don't think that what's his name? The guy that was in that show when she was a kid. I don't think he had enough star power to keep them from doing anything to her. These people act like these are this is the penultimate things you need to listen to. Thank you, Undead Ramen. I called it with Willow the moment they posted that awful poster, trying to spot the white male hero beside the upstaged Willow when that poster was like trying to spot the black guy in an old A&F ad. Tony Danza, thank you. Yes. Tony Danza never had the star power to protect her. Ever. He just didn't. I mean, he's Tony Danza, but he didn't have it. And God knows, maybe that's who did it to her in the first place. Abandon the mediocrity, foolish, childish, and evil of these companies. There are better ways to use your time, and it doesn't require you to get upset or angry. Be happy and aloof from Hollywood. Leave them behind. There's so much more out there. But Loki, they're trying to infiltrate they've infiltrated everything. These people that are responsible for this have infiltrated everything. They are termites. They have gotten into everything. There's nowhere you're going to go that's not going to have some of this shit in it. It's just a fact. Whether it's the gaming industry, whether it's books, whether it's music, no matter where you go, this shit's going to be there. So what can you do? Well, you can watch the old stuff. You can play old video games. Some companies still want to give you good stuff. They still want to give you good entertainment. That's a big part of what's going on. There are companies that still want to bring you good stuff. Stuff that isn't well, what do we need to look at first? Diversity and inclusion. No, you need to look at a good story. You need to look at good people bringing you quality entertainment. You know, it's one of the craziest things. I want to tell you something crazy. I've spent the last couple of days because I've been down. When I'm not sitting here doing this, I have been in bed. What's absolutely crazy is I've watched so much special feature stuff over the last week. And one of the special features that absolutely blew me away was Prometheus and Alien Covenant. There's so much good stuff where they talk about practical effects, melding practical effects with CGI. So many things we talk about that we want that they did with those movies. And do you know what got in the way of those movies being good? What got in the way of those movies being good was a shitty story. I honestly think that Ridley is his own worst enemy sometimes, and that their inflated sense of righteousness got in the way of what could have been two absolutely wonderful movies. Arlena's Gesture of Sin throws out a $10 super sticker, and it's a Shiba Inu with Japanese heart fans bouncing back and forth. Thank you so very much, Arlena's Gesture of Sin, for that $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you, Gesture of Sin. Skull and tuck and roll. And this right here, Project Cambrian says floor space in retail for physical media is diminishing. They're now pushing it to phase it out. That right there. That right there. And thank you so much, Snowdub. He says 46 watching. Slap that like button, peeps. Thank you guys so very much. I want to tell you, the algorithm is absolutely screwed up. We have 46 people in here, and it'll say I had 2 people watching. We'll get done. It'll say 46 max watch at the same time, and we had 2 views after the show's over. It's absolutely asinine what'll happen. So please hit that like button, guys. Let the algorithm know you were here. Slap them in the face with it, because that's what we got to do. We got to slap them in the face with it. No hard copies. That would suck. A world with no more hard copies. Well, that's what they want. They don't want to take up store shelves with it. And I think this is going to be one of those things where they try and phase it out, but it's not going to work. Kind of like the way they did vinyl. They tried to phase out vinyl and say, no, we're not going to have records anymore. It's got to be CDs. It's got to be videotapes. It's got to be this. And ultimately, a lot of us have gone back to vinyl because we love vinyl. It's a love. It's a love of that medium. Well, I think there's going to be a lot of love and a lot of miss with them getting rid of DVDs and Blu-rays. I think that's just the way it's going to work. So they can try and phase it out. I don't think it's going to happen. YouTube algorithm is a hater. I don't know what is going on. I really don't. The system's screwed up. YouTube's screwed up. They've screwed it up. They don't know what the hell they're doing, Snow. I do not know what in the hell is going on. I do know that it's messed up though, and that they've got serious problems. When we end a stream after an hour and almost 50 people, around 50 people, however many people were in here, and it says 2 views, that's absolutely asinine. There's no, it's just not right, and it's their system that is screwed up. The vacuum is being suppressed by the algorithm. YouTube is being suppressed by their own algorithm. I tried to say something a couple of weeks ago when I found out that YouTube was going to be turning into a cable TV. YouTube is turning into cable TV. YouTube is going to have, quote, channels like cable TV. This is not going to work. It's not going to last, because that is not what YouTube was founded on. YouTube was founded on giving people a voice, have their voices heard, your content, the way you want it. That's what this medium was founded on. You are the broadcast yourself. That was the tagline, ladies and gentlemen, was broadcast yourself. That's not the way it is anymore. It's broadcast Alyssa Milano. It's broadcast Brooke Shields. It's broadcast whoever. It's broadcast Captain Twat from fucking the MCU. It's not broadcast yourself anymore. It's broadcast everything but yourself. I love this platform for the opportunity it has given me. But I also hate it for what it does to people and what it does to great content creators that bust their ass day in and day out, work their asses off to come home to work their asses off even more on YouTube, and they're getting fucked. It's that simple. They're getting screwed. Why? Because you don't like the fact that some guy's got a blue puppet with a peen that's bigger than yours? Why? Because a redhead comes on there and says, "Hey, y'all," and talks about sausages and roided owls? Dean Krantz says Nick Rakita announced yesterday that he was making a broadcast deal with Rumble. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Yesterday, I talked about the fact that I had been given an offer to be rebroadcasted somewhere else, but I'd have to change aspects of this show. And I bet I don't want to do that. And that's not about growing. That's not about being more adult. It's not about any of that. It is about having to conform to a system that I am not going to conform to. I'm going to hate it. I know I'm going to hate it. But you haven't even tried it, Loki, but I'm going to hate it because I can't just do what I do. I can't come on here and I can't rant for an hour about what I want to talk about. I can't say the things I want to say. I'm going to be muted. I'm going to be censored. I'm going to all this crap, and I'm going to be told what I need to talk about, and I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to go down that road. YouTube couldn't stop someone's uncontrollable laughter after seeing a giant peach during their road trip. Oh my God, y'all, what's that? Look what it looks like. Right, and that's exactly what I thought of. Arwen Avalon. That is exactly what I thought of. That is exactly what I thought of. As soon as I started thinking about it, I was like, God, I don't want to end up like Wayne, being absolutely miserable, or like Garth in the Doritos commercial or any of that shit. I don't want to be there. I don't want to do that. And that's pretty much it right there. Shellbag, TJC. Thanks for the platform, but God, get your shit together. Yeah, leave her alone, YouTube. In fact, promote these people. Why do you think every time some people come in here, I'm like, God, go and check them out. Go and check out Machini. Go and check out Snowed Up. Go and check out Arwen and Arlena and the Arwenas. Go check out these people. Why do you think I promote the way I do? I always have. From the very beginning, I have encouraged and promoted people to get on their microphone and speak their mind. But God, I can't blame them for getting upset. I can't blame them for being like, well, you know what? I feel like we're getting brought down by the damn algorithm. I can't blame them for that. I can't blame them when they go to work 40 to 50 hours a week and they come home and they do their second job, which is YouTube. You know how much shit I've heard about how you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket with YouTube. Do you know how many fucknuts, little twat boys I've heard on Twitter talk shit when people get demonetized, when people get brought down, when shit like that happens? Oh, I guess you shouldn't have looked at YouTube like a career and kept your day job. Bitch, as much as some of these people work, they shouldn't have to have a day job. They shouldn't have to keep a damn day job. I know how hard some of these people work. Right there. Right there. 45, 50 hours every week on top of maintaining a channel. He's not sitting at home with his thumb up his ass playing fucking bullshit and doing a video every once in a while. He's busting his ass and in two different arenas. And one of those arenas is like, yeah, we don't care. We just don't care. I want to see what happens if someone like Elon Musk gets a hold of YouTube. I want to see the floodgates open. I really do. Because I know, we all freaking know that they censor, that they shadow ban, that they keep good people down. We all know it. Every single one of us do. There should be no reason when we have 50 people in chat here in the morning for me to go to my analytics after the show is over and it show I've got 2 views. Or I've got exactly the same amount of views that we had people in here. Because I know we got more than that because we have people coming in and out constantly. I said arenas, Adega, not Arlena's. 2 different arenas. When you're working in 2 different arenas, when you're going to work, working 40, 50 hours a week, sometimes more, and then you're trying to do YouTube too. You're trying to do something to change things. Because that's what it comes down to, isn't it? That's what it comes down to. Changing your stars. That's why these people do not like you. That is why these Hollywood fucks don't like you. Because they control their little world. They decide who gets to be the next big thing. They decide who gets the next big job. But when you can do it on your own, when you can change your stars on your own, and they have no control, they're left out of the loop and they're no one. That's why people like Ripa are so fucking dangerous. That's why people like Gary and Nerdrotic, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers are so fucking dangerous. Because they go against the narrative. You can wear a mask, you can hide yourself behind an icon, you can do all that shit. The most dangerous people out there, the most dangerous ones, are the ones that come out as themselves and say, I did it and I did it fucking without you, Hollywood. I made it. I made it. Ripa came out and sold his book and made millions of fucking dollars, and they hate it. They hate it so much, they tried to get his banks that he deals with to cancel him. They tried to get PayPal to cancel him. So he couldn't get money that he earned. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first thing they do. They go after your money. They go after your ability to make a living. Because they don't want you to be an elite. They don't want you to rival them. That's why the news stations are so upset. And we've got it's the most dangerous thing to democracy now is that social media. You got to watch out what you hear on the YouTubes, what you hear on the Twitter. That's the most dangerous thing to do is listen to one of them and not listen to us. Wherein YouTube is just about making money. It's just about making money. Ripa's not on the plantation. Ripa did what they told him. He made his own shit and he outsold the big 2. That did not sit well with them, forcing PayPal to seize his money. CNN cried for people to listen to them. You need to listen to us. It's a threat to our democracy. It's a threat to everything we hold dear. It's a threat. It's a threat. It's a threat. It's a threat. We are a threat to them and everything they stand for. It's time to stand up. It's time to have your voices heard. It's time to say, you know what? I'm not going to be surprised that this is shit because that's all these people come out with. You want to change things? Do you want to change things? Get up, get on your microphone. Get up and write your own books. Get up and do your own thing. Because that I respect more than anything. The reason why I respect Snowdubs so much is he's like, you know what? Fuck the Muppets. Muppets used to be great. But you know what? Fuck that. I'll make my own damn Muppet show. I'm make my own damn Muppet show, and I'm going to do my own thing. And some of us, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stand up and we're trying to do our own thing. So thank you guys so very much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me on this Thirsty Thursday. You guys are the absolute best chat on YouTube. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Hopefully, me and Adega will be on tonight. I'm not making any promises. I've got a doctor's visit here in like just about an hour. But hopefully, me and Adega will be on tonight. Be great, everybody. Always speak friend enter. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.